Welcome back, boys and girls. More Southeast Asian Dota coming your way at the TI8 regional qualifiers, the group stage. Well, we're about quarter of the way through, and we've got another good one coming up next. TNC Tigers versus the Battle Arena Elites. Trent Pack, Zyori, GoDz, and Lumi will be your dubious group to carry you through the night.
Did you find out what the sponsor name for Boom ID was?
Oh.
At the end. Did you?
No,
I did not. I'm asking if you did.
No, I don't think so. I will double check. Ufara, something. Yeah, I will. I Googled it. Not much came up. But no, I don't think they've replied to my tweet.
I'm doing the test here, guys, for all of the heroes. I'm at 13 so far, going strong.
13
pretty
heroes.
good. Yep, yeah. I'm typing them in. You got to type them all in.
And you have 15 minutes. You better stop talking to us and get.
Yeah, I got 13 minutes.
Well,
it's all right. I can
if you look at the
focus.
draft, it actually gives you about 20. So
I mean,
22.
It's true, but I'm going in my head. All right. Well, I'll start doing all the big bands. So Chen, Io, Nature's Prophet. That's probably one.
Do you have to spell them properly?
Yeah.
That's a true test of this challenge.
It really is.
Yeah.
Jeremiah makes some legit lasagna, I have to admit.
I agree.
We finally got to try the prized BTS lasagna. It was pretty good.
It was so legit that you serve yourself the wrong way.
Yeah. It's a real struggle. I'm a little embarrassed about that. As Hotbig could tell as he snapped a picture in about 10 seconds after it happened. But what are you going to do? Sometimes your plate's upside down and you just don't realize. Am I right or am I right?
I mean, that's just life. Guys, I received a request. Basically, a panel question. As if we were at a practical PGL event. Why isn't Bristle being picked up more this patch? Seems to me to be a decent pick with his lane flexibility, recent buffs, Silver Edge break duration nerf, and counters like OD, Necro, Legion, Viper, not seeing much play. Is it simply because of the need to pick the hero up later in the draft to avoid counters? Or are there other reasons like Spirit Vessel active that I'm forgetting that make him not prioritized currently? From Brent at Brent in America.
Brent at Brent.com.
This wasn't the guy that was at Captain's Draft, was it?
I don't know.
Well, we did a Q&A session. There was a guy who asked the brilliant question of, what do you do against Bristleback?
That was a nice one.
And we said, what do you mean? And he said, come on, man, he just hurts.
I remember watching that question come on, and you guys were all just like, you know, Bristle's like not a good hero. Like
Viper, Silver Edge.
That was quality.
We saw LFY, first two picking Bristle, Cuddle Bristle. So I think that is, you know, kind of proof in the pudding. You can pick this hero and even pick it first too.
I think Secret love it as well too. I know Sunby is big on it. I think he's trying to get his team, you know, push him into it. They tried it a few times.
There's not many core players who like tell their captain they want to play Bristle though, and I feel like it's one of those heroes that you need a player who wants to play the hero and understands the hero, or it's just not going to be picked.
I do think that the items that they were mentioned about the Vessel and the Silver Edge, yes, Silver Edge got a nerf, but it's very easy and flexible to work those two items into your draft. If you really wanted to, you can pick up Silver Edge and Vessel in about any draft, so I feel like maybe don't necessarily fully counter the hero, but it makes it a lot weaker.
And we've also seen a lot of games just not go well if you're on a timer, and Bristle does scale, but he has kind of strange power spikes, and there are always these windows where he goes from, hey, I'm really tanky and unkillable, to all of a sudden I'm really manageable. And if he falls behind, he's really, really not great. So definitely some issues, but he can work. You know, like Wisp Bristle is not something we've seen, but that is like a nasty duo. Bristle Coddle is another one that is really disgusting. So there are ways to run him, but you got to roll. You know, you got to make it happen.
Well, I'll give him a slight undervalued. Can we give him an undervalued maybe a little bit?
He's a buy.
Just a little bit. Buy Bristle. Currently. We got an Ogre, but it's comboed with a Warlock. That is not my support duo.
They run net 4-position Ogre. I don't know why. I don't really like it, but they do it. It works okay.
Oh, dude, back in the days, 4-position Ogre, you just get like Greaves on him, you know? You got a drums, right click.
It's kind of like you got two 4.5/5s.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I think Ogre getting levels is pretty good because you get a talent where you get, what, plus 40 attack speed increase on Bloodlust? If you get their level, I think it's 15 or 20, I want to say. Gives you a sizable increase.
GPM, too.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice thing is he's very strong in lane, and we've seen this patch is so much about the lanes and those last hits and denies, and I feel like Ogre is one of those heroes that stays in lane for a while. He's very tanky, good stats, good armor, and is just going to be able to give you those good, easy last hits in lane.
Wow. This looks like a OD game or something.
Doesn't the Ogre also sometimes feel a little flat, like has sort of undying syndrome where he peaks early, you know, and then he doesn't save enough for the late game and he's tired?
He's a bloodlust machine in the late game. That's all he really offers, in some ways, unless you do get like an Ag Scepter.
So I don't know. Again, it's like kind of like Bristle. There's pressure. You got to get stuff done as Ogre. You've got to be bullying. You've got to have a presence. You got to feel the impact.
Actually, I much prefer to see Ogre as the hard 5 here and Warlock as the 4, because that scales. You get a Midas on him, you get the late game cover.
You will not see that though, Lumi.
I mean, one can dream. One can dream.
Witch Doctor. We've got Warlock Rock to cancel a Death Ward, but not something you want to like drop when you see that.
Just a decent answer against Beastmaster +1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
When you can't get the Warlock for yourself.
May play more around the level 1 heal if there's going to be a lot of heavy harass coming out, but Cask, very good against the dual lanes. Maledict 2.
Huh. Well, that's interesting.
What core do they pick first? Morphling. Alacrity's Morph is amazing. This guy is insanely good on this hero.
And that's a hero that just gets crazy flat damage by morphing into Agi and can escape from Cogs. Some pretty solid choices here.
Very good against Maledict. Kind of render that spells useless.
Yeah. It's true. I like it. Great Warlock partner, like you said. We've seen Morphling pretty much exclusively look good. You know, if you have a player that can handle the skill cap, he's a little bit weird, but man.
Alacrity, as far as morphs go, I think he is the player who I've seen use the ultimate best of anyone.
Really?
Morphs between like his enemy hero form and his own and just uses spells so incredibly well in very unique, creative ways that I feel like a lot of other morphs just aren't doing. They'll do the basics. You know, they'll take a Sand King, stun in, then go back to their morph form and, you know, right-click away. But he just does more, I feel.
We got to get that next level going on. The morph meta evolving here.
So he's going to steal Mirana, triple leap back arrow, hits the arrow, and then waveform in for the kill. Is that what we're expecting?
That's the kind of thing you can expect. I would say so.
This looks like a hard place to go to, or for TNC Tigers too. Like, I kind of want a Skywrath maybe for like the Clock Skywrath combo, and then someone to try and deal with Morph. But then you're dealing, you'd have like a core Clockwork up against Morphling, which sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, I think you want to firmly put this Clock as a position 4 now, given that you've seen the Morphling.
They may put Moran as a 3. Is maybe the adjustment they make.
Yeah.
Just have that range here who kind of outranges Morphling a little bit in lane, and at least gives you more scaling options into the late game. That's not going to end up being too greedy for their draft.
Oh, Jeremiah's hitting me now. That lasagna coma.
You got the gurgles? I actually feel the same way. I'm glad I made this tea, but the carb coma. Sorry, I was also looking at Twitter.
Oh, no, he tweeted your upside-down plate?
Oh, immediately.
Oh, the madman.
8 retweets already.
Well, you can go check that out at Hoppit's Twitter.
Hold up, let me retweet that real fast.
Poor guy. Didn't even notice.
It's a tough life, man.
What was the direct quote after you did it? I don't even know.
I have no idea.
I just remember calling you an idiot.
Yeah, you were just like, dude, your plate's upside down. I just remember staring at it. Just going, wow. You're right. I was thinking about Dota.
Oh, is that your excuse?
Yeah.
That's a solid excuse.
I was thinking about Dotes. I was thinking about what Battle Arena was going to pick. I was reliving the memories of me being there for the grand opening of the Battle Arena that sponsors this team.
This is like your team.
I know. I feel, well, now I don't know if I want to get that close to it.
Come on, they got a Morphling. Get in there.
It's pretty disconnected. I'm friends with the management of the Battle Arena. Not really. Pretty far away from the Dota team.
That's a good ban, I'd say. As you said, move the Mirage to the 3, find an answer for Morph, and Void would have been a good one.
The Battle Arena is pretty cool, though. It's like a gamer cafe. It's like a club. They've got little bar tables set up. It's like a whole vibe. They've got soundproof booths.
What do you win? Pods. I know they did like PUBG, and if you won, you literally got chicken.
Yeah, they bring out a chicken dinner.
What if you won a game of Dota?
Nothing.
What is the Dota? You get cheese, I guess.
That would be cool.
You get some fondue.
Is that an ongoing promotion, the free chicken?
I don't know.
I feel like
I'm thinking it was probably just a special event. They might go bankrupt.
But it's in one of the really big malls in KL, so it's in a pretty prime location. They've got a little...
KL, aren't you just the little local over here?
Yes.
KL. Oh, yeah,
well, I was making eye contact with Parker. I know he knows what KL is.
Kuala Lumpur is a
For the people. You guys are not in your little private conversation here.
Thank you. So look, we're broadcasting to the C audience, and we're showing that we're We know what's going on. We've been there. I was going to say we're locals. We're not
Hey,
quite
we're
locals.
talking about Malaysia already. If someone knows Kuala Lumpur, they'll probably connect the dots very quickly, KL. Like, does anyone know any
I
other
hope so.
cities in Malaysia? I mean, maybe like some of us do because we cast there. Like, I know a
don't
few
know.
others, but
Borneo Islands.
Borneo, Johor Bahru is the one that's right by Singapore. But like, KL's like the only city people do know.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
also where
looking
the main
out
airport
for
is.
the viewers,
For
Yeah,
the viewers.
My Lyft driver on the way to the airport for this event was from Malaysia. I told him I was
Really?
going to a Dota event, and he was just like, "Whoa!" Yeah, he had heard of Dota but never played it.
There you go.
That's how prolific Dota is in that culture. Isn't that crazy?
Didn't they have like a TV show where like the guy's like addicted to Dota or something? Wasn't that a thing? It was like
Oh, I
it
think
like
that was a
reality
Filipino show.
Oh,
Wasn't it like a
yeah, it was
Filipino soap
Philippines.
opera.
Yeah, you're right.
Different, but
Great
close.
stuff right there.
Same region.
Hmm.
So,
It's all C to me,
what-
baby.
what do we
What's
got here?
coming? Lina's picked up. We'll have to see if they're going to do Morph mid or safe lane. They've done
DK.
both. They're going to get Visage
Oh.
against Lina. I quite like this matchup. It's not like a direct counter to the Lina by any means, but once you get the birds, Lina is not very good defensively against you.
Xiaoba.
They have a lot of push. Beastmaster Aura, Warlock
Yes.
with Visage and his birds, Helm of the Dominator.
I like.
And Morphling often goes this more early game fighting, pushing build with Dragonlance Manta rather than like any Lincoln's Ethereal Blade. At least that's what I've seen Alacrity doing. So we could be in for a quick one.
I just realized for people that speaks Mandarin Chinese, Xiaoba is actually Xiao 8.
Really?
This is actually Xiao 8. He's going to TI.
Wow. There you go.
I mean, they're 2-0 right now, so.
So what? Ba means 8.
Yes.
Wow,
Okay.
Yeah.
that's pretty wild.
we have
It is
8
for a while.
stuns, or like 8 heroes with stuns.
That's an oddity.
Yeah, that's
And very
that's
rare.
not that common these days. I feel
Tagged
like.
up as Chauba DDZ. That's nice.
So DDC is
Which-
going as well.
No,
Is that what-
DDZ. Zed.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh.
Richard,
Ah.
isn't it 9 heroes with stuns? Who? Oh, I guess you're not counting Warlock? Or?
PL and. Oh yeah, you're right.
I mean,
For
Warlock
some reason,
Ultimate, yeah.
the Warlock. Yeah, we're good.
I mean, depending what you want to classify as stun, I wouldn't really say consider
No,
Warlock.
for
oh,
some
he's a
reason
hero
I
with a
thought there was
stun.
one on each team, and
No.
then I got
Yeah.
confused.
Morphling's
okay.
like kind of sometimes, but not really.
This Morphling won't really have a stun,
I-
I suppose.
I'm really digging on the Battle Arena Elite draft here. B.A.E, baby. I think this Visage was a good pick. I'm always shaky on Ogre drafts, but I kind of have faith that they'll be able to play this one up-tempo. And if there is a hero that you can just bloodlust, close your eyes, and pray he'll carry you, it is definitely Morphling. So I'm with it. Tigers really need this win, though. Do you guys think they've got what it takes?
Can go both ways. See which team plays their draft better.
I'm in favor of B.A.E. I think that the Morphling, I don't see how. Like, they don't have a good setup for Arrow, really. I feel like Morph just, I'm not sure how they're going to kill him. It's not quite as good these days having the PL versus the Morphling. That counter seems pretty dead. This idea of, like, maybe just get Diffusal and everything, but Morph's still pretty good without mana now.
Yeah, I'm in agreement here. I feel like the Dire draft. I mean, we talked about there's a lot of stuns, but Dire's got those stuns that's really hard to land without setup.
Yeah.
And I feel like PL, Mirana, these are somewhat disconnected here without the proper support.
I've seen this dual lane a lot from them too. The Warlock with Morphling, it's just so hard to beat them and bully them out of lane. They have a Mirana with an Orb of Venom, but with the full Agi Morph and the Warlock heal, you just have this constant efficient sustain
Yeah.
that you can't really beat out.
He's not morphing right now. Are you supposed to wait?
He's holding his skill point,
I guess.
right? He hasn't leveled up. Normally he morphs by now, but I guess he's thinking he might want waveform.
I
for,
don't know about
bounty
contesting
rune or
that
something.
rune.
I guess
Yeah.
he could have got caught by a cog, maybe.
Yeah.
But, yeah, still pretty odd.
We'll hold it for now. We'll see what he does.
All right, there we go. Start morphing away.
Yep. No rush. He'll have
Yeah.
pretty much enough Agi, like mostly full Agi by the time the lanes meet.
I think one of the biggest change/buff to Morphling is that Morph doesn't cost mana.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like you used to do this and you're out of mana.
Yeah, you had to do it in Fountain.
I just love this hero now. His ultimate is so cool. It is so much more interactive and fun than a split pushing illusion.
He's changed a lot. I like that he's migrated from the shotgun default. You still do that kind of, but he used to just be, all right, insta-gib. And now the hero is so much more dynamic.
Now he's insta-give and one of the enemy heroes.
Yeah, but you don't play him that same way. I used to really feel like he was picked almost exclusively for that, unless it's like Lakel's or something, It's just all about the burst.
One thing I do dislike about the new Morphling is how confusing it can be to like new viewers or players.
Yeah, definitely.
There's not enough like in-game.
He's not noob-friendly at all.
Yeah. I mean, some of the more complex heroes like Puck or whatever, you can still tell what they're going to do or what they're doing in the game. Morphling, you could just, you know, lose them in a team fight.
Yeah, there was a kind of a highlight clip, I think it was from Mickey on Alliance, one of the open qualifiers, where he did like a bunch of like crazy morphing in the middle of a team fight and morph forms a bit, and it's just like, for an everyday viewer, you just can't tell what's going on there.
Yeah.
But we'll see. He's definitely one of the higher skill cap heroes in Dota right now, and I think one of the most unlearned hero because of the new ultimate, where even morph players haven't fully understood the complexity of what this ultimate offers yet.
The tough life of being a Dota viewer.
What are you in for? Fourth position, Ogre's back, Orbit Venom.
Nope.
First blood down bottom. Alacrity did get caught out. Must have been an arrow landing. That.
Yeah, surprising.
Yeah.
Where's the Warlock Mr. President dive there? I can't have that happening. You gotta get in the way of that thing. Very well done. This Ogre, is he ever going to die? He has 8 armor. He tangos for 13.6 now at level 2. But I guess the question is, what's he going to do after the laning stage, you know? The old Ogre question.
The old Ogre question. I mean, he fits in with the idea of your 5 not getting any net worth.
Dude, you see that
Spawning
value
sentries.
play from Beastmaster? Like, he's doing a harassing axe, but he's also cutting the trees in behind for the post value after. Like, he intentionally sent it long.
Oh, is that going to be a kill? No, they might turn
another
around.
Axis.
Net with that
He's-
slow. Gonna snipe that kill. Nicely done.
Yeah. Gets the kill but dies. Doesn't feel.
Doesn't feel great.
Mega
Dying to the
value, yeah.
PL too.
Until like the PL got lower, he got pressured in the process of doing that. He's still getting the CS here, so Beastmaster comes back to lane full health, full mana, but PL's similarly full health, full mana pretty much.
I am surprised by the fact that this lane is actually giving Alacrity so much issue. Obviously, there was a kill there, but
Yeah. I mean, CS-wise, he's been doing fine. He's got 10 denies. Like,
Yeah.
it was just a kill that shouldn't have happened, but in terms of the actual farm, he's, you know, where he normally would be.
It's definitely recoverable. Couple more minutes, you won't even notice the dip.
all right. What about the Visage? Visage down quite a bit in terms of CS.
This one's rough. I think this should be a lot more even based on the matchup. Yeah.
No, this is about right.
Really?
I'd say.
Okay.
Visage loses almost every 1v1 matchup. There's not many favorable ones. The game gets favorable when you hit level 6 because you get
Okay.
the birds, and that's when you can deny and last hit everything. You have kill threat, but last hitting wise, you
Okay.
have middle of the road damage and terrible attack animation.
Yeah.
No nuke. You have the Grave Chill, which is kind of annoying, but once mid players got used to the Grave Chill, with how it affects your attack animation, they just got a lot better at last hitting against Visage.
Okay.
He is supposed to be very tanky in the mid lane, and leveling at the cloak helps with that, but
Yeah, it's
doesn't
nice.
help you with the CS.
You get hit by a Dragon Slave, it's going to
Oh.
do reduced damage.
Yeah.
That was a nice attempt there. Knowing when he's going to go for the CS and trying to move in on it with the arrow.
It's pretty brutal though. Lina is like doubled up on him. 6 denies. He's only got 1.
It's very much about getting to level 6 without being too far behind or dying. Like, Lena's going to hit level 6 a good half level before Visage does, so there's that small window of kill threat.
Probably not with the max cloak.
Agree. It would take a rotation.
Yeah.
With a rotation, absolutely. Can get that kill. Radiant scans, I think Java's kind of expecting a
Yeah.
rotation. That was actually, a mid-scan, so...
But
I
it's
think-
5 minutes. He's not thinking.
Yeah, I think he was like, hey, clock's been missing for a while, but missing because of the rune, not for...
Or he could have been a step ahead. It could have been a great bait. Like, hey, there's bounties. They'll never expect this rotation.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Uh-oh, he just waveformed, and now Zephyr coming in for the cog. It is going to land. Arrow's going to be there as well. Strength morph is happening, but
No
not
way.
very
It's
rapidly.
They're not
In
even
fact,
killing
he
the
has
cog.
waveform, and he's thinking about staying and going for the kill. Top lane looks like Beastmaster has died. Is he going to wait for the kill?
Dude.
Waves in, and...
Warlock.
Oh! The President leap! Alacrity, and
The
he's going to
cogs
die.
push again?
Oh, arrow not going to land. This is going to be a... Oh,
Oh.
KYXY. Oh, Mango and leap away, and now
Has it to
Yamate coming in here.
Right now, Yamate is saying, "Where was Warlock when I was playing full time?"
Oh, he stopped. Oh, so close.
No Rocket Flare? Or, yeah, no Rocket Flare. This morph is morphing Agi while on 0 health. Going
That's
like
fine, he
negative.
knows.
Going down to 1 health.
Look at
but-
the value heals, dude.
Yeah, and also value shrines. If he wants to go for that shrine, you go full Agi, you're full. Yeah, they're pinging it. Full health, full mana. This is the time to go Shrine.
Ohio top lane already just died. Now he switched target going right on 1437. Not sure about that one. I say that though, he's going to get the kill.
But
he will die
it's
again.
Not really worth it when you're giving away kills again and PL continues to free farm.
I think he was guaranteed dead.
Yeah.
So
At that point, absolutely.
yeah.
Take what you can get.
Situations like that down bottom, though, make Warlock look so unbelievably broken.
Wow, mid lane experience difference is massive.
Yeah.
Lena's already level 7.5, Visage level 6. This is...
I don't know, guys. This is feeling like a slaughter, buddy. This
Oh,
is.
no. I mean, this is what happens. Visage is a terrible laning hero.
It's this bad. I mean, this is.
He might lose a tower.
She's gonna
as well.
get the tower before he hits level 6.
It should probably not be this bad, but it
Okay,
definitely...
he did just hit 6, but still, this tower is crippled.
It's definitely rough. I think Visage is a hero mid. You want to send a little bit of help off at least at one point during the first 5 minutes.
Get that ogre rotating over. It's like
Yeah.
you almost want that Beastmaster to just play a little more defense, trade last hits, not deaths with the PL, and then open up space for that ogre to go mid.
Oh, TP coming in here from the Ogre. Yamate is really trapped. Net's going to lose all of his mana after that. So he's not really doing too much of anything.
Big creep wave.
I got to say, I really love the
Siege.
play by Zephyr. He pulled the previous creep wave, I think, to the small camp, allowing the Siege unit to really do a lot of work against that tier 1 tower. Didn't take it down or anything, but good damage.
Yep. Big value.
Lena get this tier 1 tower. The bird's out there to defend it, and the glyph is as well. Lena,
8 versus 6 though.
yeah, and you can't really die to the Visage alone because you can always stun the birds when they run at you.
Tower's at deny range,
Yeah,
and now
Clockwork
here comes
comes in.
Zephyr. Oh, Dragon
close.
Slave
Oh, he
gonna
gets it.
get the kill, but it's gonna be a counter kill. I think LSA protecting
kills
him
the
himself,
bird.
and he
That's a-
kills the bird.
Oh,
That's some
plus
cooldown.
200, yeah.
Tower though,
Gosh.
that's the other big thing. Can they actually push the lane enough
There's
to?
no one here to deny it.
Yeah, who's going to stop it?
Clockwork stopped his
Clockwork's
last
gonna
hit.
get it.
He's
Alright,
like,
don't-
sweet.
Don't miss this one,
There's
Zephyr.
no glyph.
Maybe he's going to give his team the gold.
All right, there
He
you go.
got it.
So that's problems.
That is, let's see the net worth. Let's see what the gap is here. Lena Visage.
All right.
1K.
It's pretty big. Yeah, Visage had Raindrops and Blightstone, but it was on Courier, and he couldn't get the Courier. It was going elsewhere on the map. So if he had those items, he definitely survives that and probably gets the kill for himself.
You saw the Laguna and then walked away thinking that the Laguna would have easily gotten the kill, but then had to slave afterwards.
He had the 1 charges, and looked like the Laguna left him on like 50 health or so.
I still find that players are not calculating properly versus the cloak. It blocks a lot more than you
It's
think.
always been a very mysterious spell.
Well, he'd broken most of that. That's why he went for the Laguna, because he got in like 5 or 6 red
Right.
clicks. And one of the really shitty parts about Visage is you have 10% magic resistance.
One of the only 2 heroes, I think, that has less than
Who else
25.
does now? It used to be...
It used to be Meepo, right?
Meepo,
Did they
but
change
not
it back?
anymore. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, now it's just
Now it's just
25.
him.
Doesn't Meepo have higher than 25?
He has 35, I want to say? 30?
30 maybe?
Look that up.
Some hero has higher than 25, I think.
They changed it. I'm pretty sure Meepo's just back down 25
Okay.
now. I think. I'm not sure.
So Visage stands alone, and that's just to compensate for Gravekeeper, so he's not
Yeah,
stupid
Meepo
tanky.
base is
He would be
25%.
broken if
Yeah.
it's...
Yeah.
Meeple's back to 25, you said?
Yeah, he's on 25. I don't know if any hero has different.
I don't think so. I think it's just Visage.
Interesting. That's
Living
a
that life.
great little Trebek tidbit there.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alex.
Yeah. What a hero.
Not a great start for the Battle Arena Elites. 5-3 over a 2K net worth lead, and now they're going to find a fight. Primal Roar on Lena, but not much follow-up. Clockwork with some decent cogs. Bird's going to fly back defensively, and that's a 3K net worth lead now for the Tigers. PL and Lena topping the charts. Always scary.
Yeah, they just got the Moonlight Shadow up now, too. Maybe want to try and make some maneuvers, perhaps with Invis Clockwork.
Kind of a dream setup here. We've got this offlane Mirana who's just farming on par with the enemy cores. And your actual carry is just a step ahead. It's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, PL's gigantic as well with all those kind of casual kills that has been picked up.
Yeah. I mean, Ohio's gotten a lot out of this
Look how
lane.
much damage he does.
The opportunity cost is massive.
Jeez.
Yeah, Witch Doctor Thievin played so well top, like just willing to give away his life a couple times to make sure the PL has a free lane where he's not even necessarily getting the last hits on those kills, but he's throwing away his life in exchange for a Beastmaster, and Beastmaster then isn't pressuring the PL.
Yeah, and he also didn't even max out the Lance or anything too, so like just super cautious.
Yep.
Well, it's not just the Beastmaster. That was a Beastmaster Ogre lane, right? Ogre's supposed to be there and win that lane easily.
Yeah, you are not supposed to have the highest farmed carry against
They
Morphling.
just smoked and PL just broke it.
And now PL's going for the kill. Rock's going to drop to save himself, but not really. Yamate is going to go down, I think, or is it a bait? No, he does get the kill, but
That's worth.
yeah,
They
I think
killed
so.
Alacrity down bottom.
Oh,
Not worth it.
that makes it worse.
It's a rock cooldown, and PL gets a kill before dying, and then yeah, losing your Morphling plus a tower bottom, definitely feeling good for Tigers right now. This lean is almost going to Yule Scepter 12 minutes in. Where's Visage at? About to
Yeah,
finish
she
the
actually
helm.
has her Yules too. Wow.
Well, Battle Arena is 2-0 so far, undefeated, but this game is a very rough start.
Might get a kill here, though. Mirana with the Moonlight Shadow. She'll get brought down. It's the Ogre. Actually finding credit for that one. Is now some pressure onto the Tier 1 tower. Probably going to bring it down. Looks like the Dire are nowhere to be found. Just going to take this opportunity to farm themselves.
That's what you need. You need to take all these early towers when you got this Visage drop. Then Visage Beastmaster, you want to be pushing towers as 4 while your Morphling farms elsewhere on the map. Alacrity is going to kind of become the late game plan right now.
Ooh.
No level 6, otherwise that would
Yeah.
have been a kill. But
Oh.
it's a kill nonetheless.
Yeah. Be a big Maledict there. Not going to matter. Still 1-4-3-7 with the kill.
They're
Now
not
down
done yet.
bottom. That's a
least he
Yule
was-
Scepter. He says,
Alright.
wow, that's an early Yule Scepter you
Hey,
got there, Lena.
he got the last charge of that
Yeah.
raindrops.
That was a value Yules right
100% worth. Nice dodge away
Ooh,
here
yo.
from Ohio. Zephyr's going to go down, I think, yeah, for sure, to the birds and the centaur.
there. Okay.
Yep.
Ohio needs to start making plays to get them in this game for sure. He needs to make some space across his map from the Morphling, him and the Visage together. That is a combo. You know, we don't have the classic support duo with the Beastmaster, but roar into birds. Pretty scary.
Roar into birds.
It's not bad.
Yeah, that's a lot of stun.
They
for
also
sure.
have better Roche taking potential on the Radiant side, so maybe they could try and sneak that.
Somebody's going to get him
But
down.
they're up against a Clockwork, so very tough.
Oh, no. KYXY. A little far forward.
Is that a
and
bloodlusted bird I see?
Caught by the stun.
Yes,
looks
it
like
is.
it.
Get him, dude.
Looks like the multicast that's bounced
I
off.
didn't even think about that insane value.
Yeah.
60% multicast.
Insane value.
1437 may
Oh,
just be
get
dead
the
here.
last hit on the D-wart! All right, he did.
Can't-
Now you may die in peace. Or not.
Aha!
I assumed he's dead, but he
He might
gets
just...
a lot of distance thanks to that cask and the nighttime vision. How does he get
Beautiful.
away there?
Hook shot
Didn't-
missed there in the mid.
Didn't split the birds. Not a true Visage player.
Oh, Yamate. You're not a core anymore. Can't farm like that in nighttime as a support.
A little far forward.
As Nexon champion, Aosin has told me, don't farm here if you're support. Like, you just die.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting seeing Yamate on the support role. He played core forever.
He was a mid player for the longest time.
Yep.
He's been support now for, I want to say, like a good year, though. His last team he was on, he was also playing a bit of support.
Was it White Fries?
Was he
Or
support
was that
on
a while
White
back?
Fries? He was on White
I want to
Fries.
say he
Yeah.
cored on White Fry. I looked that up.
Was it? No, I'm not sure.
White Fries was in China too, right?
Yeah.
One of the first actually impressive highlight videos I ever saw of Dota was Yamate Shadow Fiend.
I did not realize Pat Sol was playing on White Fries
Oh
for
shoot.
a little while.
Yes, I did. I didn't remember that actually.
Yamate was playing 2 position for them.
You know, so I went back and sometimes looked at those really old school Dota videos with the Linkin Park music.
Mm-hmm.
They look so bad, like in terms of skill level compared to the stuff you see.
Oh yeah, a lot of it is just like, oh my god, he went into fog.
He hit
Wow.
an arrow. Jesus. Mid.
Rock drop. Are they even going to get this kill? Lena's
She's
very fast.
but the stuns are there. The slow is there as well. She's got Yules and 21 charge. Yeah,
I think she's good.
He's fine.
Pop your wand.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a Fatal Bond. Yeah, that's a Yule Scepter for the Fatal Bond.
Oh, but it was a bait. Yamate dying the exact same spot.
Zephyr may die here to the birds, or he's going to turn and get the kills.
Very tanky.
They
The
just
birds
coming back.
resummon Zephyr. throws out the soul assumption. Not going to be enough.
All those birds,
Xiaoba
though.
on the run, but looks like he's fine. Haste rune,
Haste
though.
rune. Oh, they just
Denied
go
Go
to
to the cask.
She grabbed it.
Oh
Stop from
my
denying
god, they're
it.
getting both the birds too. They can chase for this kill.
Go,
Xiaoba.
go in your troop. He just resummoned, so
got
that's a long
nothing.
cooldown. That's
Oh,
That
no.
great chill.
Yeah, that's going to be easy, I would say.
So
Arrow's
good.
going to be there. All right, Battle Arena in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really
Finding
hurts.
all these kills. This is all in on the late game Morphling now, I guess. If
Yeah.
you're
And
B.A.E.
he's
And he's going Lincoln's first.
he's not very close to late game.
It's okay,
either.
Ned is farming.
Great.
Yeah, the problem is they don't have a do stuff support, which makes it very difficult because then when you're behind, like you're not supposed to be behind if you have a Warlock and an Ogre support duo, so that's
Yeah.
kind of where
Oh.
your whole game falls apart.
This is alacrity.
Wow,
this
this
is
is
oh, damn, this is aggressive.
Triple leap into arrow.
Oh, Ohio's going to...
I think they're going to get this.
Couple
Roar
though.
in 2
seconds.
seconds. Yep.
Yeah, it should be easy.
Very
Morphling was like, I want that, but will not get there in time.
You know, for half a second there, I was like, why the hell is there two around on the map? You know, it's just damn confusing.
It does still mess with you.
Yeah.
Still a winnable game for them. If they can keep getting on top of this Lina and shutting her down a bit,
Yep.
we'll see how this game goes on. But as far as their draft as a whole goes, they do not have good PL answers. As a Visage player, I hate versing PL. It's miserable. I don't really know how you itemize against it. Sometimes I've tried like the mid to late game Maelstrom build, doesn't feel great. The Ag Scepter, so you can just like chain stun him and his illusions, doesn't really solve the problem, doesn't feel great. There's just no items you can get against PL.
You just get Solar Crest and hope you kill other heroes, it feels like.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, right now, though, Tiger is essentially winning this game 4v5. PL has really been a non-factor.
Their lead's diminishing, though.
Oh
Well, I'd
my
say Morph has also been a non-factor, so it's like the 4v4 kind of.
Sure. Oh,
Both
there's
teams are
nice
playing with
Laguna.
that hard farmer.
Set up on the more.
Say that's going to land, and he is strength morphing with a lot of regen. He's fine.
That Warlock.
Ohio on the hunt here. If he, again, could get off that roar. The dust, no roar. There's a roar. Where's the
They don't have
follow-up,
birds,
though?
They're too low.
The
Birds
burst.
forced to drop.
Ooh, that rock is somewhat questionable.
Not great. Does connect on the PL, but
Would you say questionable at the best?
all right. I think that was a pretty dumpster ultimate. Zephyr lives. Much needed space for the morph. I don't know how I feel about the Lincoln's BKB. Is that really the buildup? Well, ultra defense.
Lincoln's just blocking the Yule setup, I guess. What else is it blocking? A cast?
BKB is kind of nice with your in synergy with your ultimate because you can morph into PL and fight and like hold his ground. Like often one of the
Yeah.
problems with using your ultimate is you get silenced or stunned and you can't morph back and you just die. I think the way he plays around his morph works pretty well with a BKB.
Is it a fair point to ask, does Tiger have PL counter of their own, right? Like, if he does go into a PL form, can he take over that fight with Bloodlust?
Yeah, it's
Sort of,
kinda
potentially.
true. I mean, the Bloodlust definitely allows you to go super defensive as well. You can just go Lincoln's
That's true.
BKB and still feel okay about your game.
He
That's
also
a good
hasn't
point.
committed to it. He could just see him have it queued up because he wants to get eventually. And
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're both great items on Morphling. You want the regen and survivability on the Lincolns. The BKB is incredible for a number of reasons. It just feels like if you get both of them, you miss out on this window where you can get an E-Blade after just one defensive item and then win by killing or picking off a support instead of, hey, I lived, but now I still don't really do that much damage.
Yeah, E-Blade's one option if you want to fight, or if you want to farm. Oh, hold that thought.
Damn, dude.
What a
in
hook.
there.
Well, they should be able to get the kill first. No. Team has deserted him. The birds are not going to be enough.
once you lose your
stacks.
passive, your stacks, your
Here
birds
we
just
go.
die.
Alacrity comes in with the arrow, but right into an LSA. Alacrity, get out of there. He wave storm away and now leaps away and then leaps away. He's good.
And look at that. Maldic does nothing because he just morph.
And now back in the actual fight here. Zephyr
They still
continues to cog people away.
Still
Mirana
not
Lina
great.
dead for 3 seems slightly Tigers favored. Both teams losing 2 cores.
Hit the recap.
All right, we got it.
It favored Radiant on gold. Experience.
Slight on
Emperor's
Dire.
side, yeah.
I think
it's
that was
kind
a
of
good
wash.
I think that's a good trade for Battle Arena. Your Morphling lived, their 2
Yeah.
cores died. I think that's a win.
And Morphling getting a bit of golden XP out of it definitely feels worthwhile.
Yeah.
He did not get the kill, though. It was a
He did
Hayo
not.
and Chaoba, the Visage, getting one apiece.
It seems like Mirana as a morph is a great choice this game.
It's kind of like you've got this free extra life. Assuming you morph back to your morph form right before you die or shortly before, you've got all these extra spells you can use, and you can take all this damage that doesn't matter because you're not going to die. Like, there's no point throwing any spells at this
And
morph changed form.
it's cool how you can get out of the fight and still have these long-range spells like the arrow and still contribute, you know, if you're on low HP.
What a perfect change
Destroy
stun.
the PL. Beautiful.
That was so nicely done.
They got
pretty
the
careless.
Warlock elsewhere too from Clock.
Oh, Yamate dying while farming?
Yes. I think it was walking towards his team to help, and Zephyr.
Yeah, I think he got caught just in the jungle there.
Just
Zephyr
being
caught him
very
out.
facetious. Yeah. See Yamate.
Yamate hater.
The flames, dude.
Not a hater. But
I used to be a Yamate fan, and then I cheered for him at too many events and was let down. That
I think that was more of my feeling as
I'm not a
Jaded.
hardcore fan anymore. I mean, for real, though, because he was so hyped for so long. Literally, like, the first hype video I ever watched was like, dude, that's how you play Shadow Fiend.
Oh, the wave dodging away here, the cask
Oh.
bouncing? Wait, was that their cask? I'm not too sure.
Oh, but they're going to get
Ballerina are
Clockwork
doing
and
it.
Lina.
They're actually turning this game.
They
Yeah.
are.
They're just 5-manning well. Beastmaster, you mentioned Ahayo has to start making some plays. He's done just that. And Morphling is quickly coming online. And the difference between the two teams to me is, you know, one of those carries, it was like this 4v4 game. One has gotten involved. The Morphling, the other PL, has just kind of remained quiet.
Yeah.
He's chosen to keep on farming a bit too much, perhaps.
Well, the only time he didn't farm was trying to go on that Ogre just now, but in the enemy jungle right next to a shrine. So that was a...
If they can keep taking fights like this, the Lincoln's BKB seems like the perfect item choice because he's already surviving, and the BKB just ensures that. And now that he's caught up and is ahead of a lot of their team, he can still do that burst damage just by living through the crowd controls.
You can see the threat they've put onto TNC as well because they just had the Clockwork buyback just to flare Roche, and then it's like, oh, well, they didn't Roche.
Also a big talent for Visage, the level 15. Parker, you could probably speak to this, but the double soul assumption really increases your damage output, like, a lot.
It's pretty damn good.
Against PL, though.
I would have maybe favored the other one this game.
I
the
think I
XP
would have
game.
got the
Yeah.
percentage.
Really?
Most
Yeah.
games I get
Okay.
the double soul assumption, but this is, yeah, I think these heroes, it just doesn't feel as
So is it
useful.
just, or is it because we're accelerating to, what are his other talents? I'm forgetting his...
Level 20, you get familiar movement speed, and then you get +1 familiar at level 25.
It's pretty good.
And
I
he's
think-
building eggs too, yeah. I'm
Yep.
really surprised he didn't go 40 because the Soul Assumption will hit illusions, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
It
Sure.
prioritized heroes, but
Yeah.
PL illusions are considered heroes.
Right, so that's seems
Okay,
pretty
so,
bad.
so it's
Yeah.
not great. I see. Yeah, it's a little funky then.
Yeah. I also think your level 18, your level 3 birds is a very important, and he's only 15 and a half right now, so
Yep.
getting level 3 birds would be very nice.
Good point.
We'll see how things go. I'm intrigued. Seeing a Lincoln's on Mirana, that's
Ooh.
not the item I would have expected.
Blocking the morph, I guess?
Yeah.
Is that crazy?
It's
That's-
not based on how these last couple fights have gone.
Can he resummon?
Nice leaps.
Just stop that. Resummon birds and stun, bro?
I think he was a bit out of range.
Would have been close. So Alacrity, Lincoln's. Now he's got the E-Blade queued up before the BKB.
I like that.
It's an okay E-Blade game. Against PL, it's pretty useless. Against Lina, good until she has BKB. And this Lina's going Bloodstone, which seems super questionable.
Yeah, it's greedy. But I think it's even just eliminating the Clockwork or Witch Doctor though is enough for the morph. You know, it in a lot of ways it doesn't matter who you catch with the E-Blade combo. You're just eliminating them from the team
Yeah.
fight.
I think killing supports with it doesn't actually. It makes the item seem fine on its own.
Yeah.
It seems like the battle arena objective has been going like kill Lina first, and then we chase the rest down. Because without Lina, they really lose a lot of that burst damage.
Is there something I'm missing about the Bloodstone this game? It doesn't seem like a great choice.
Survivability.
Well, she has
low-
died like 3 times in a row.
Yeah. I think it's the health and then the low respawn. Like, if you're being prioritized, like, you'll have a lower respawn. You could TP
Yeah.
back in, theoretically.
But that only works a couple of times. It's like Trent just said, she's just died a few times. I understand the logic of I want a big beefy item, but if you're afraid of dying a few more times, that's worst case scenario. You get a Bloodstone, die immediately, you respawn, you take another fight, die again. It feels like a huge sunk cost. It's a heavy paperweight.
Oh,
At
yeah.
least they just got that kill and then DC'd.
That's true.
Nice.
That's
It looks like
Uh-oh.
they pause before they DC. So often you'll see, like, the 5-man DC and pause because of it. But I think
This is a
They knew it was coming.
7-player disconnect here.
Yeah, apparently they're also lagging. They're going to reconnect too.
Uh-oh.
Little pause here.
No, we haven't had many pauses, which is pretty good considering SEA is a region known not for its stability with their infrastructure.
It's definitely gotten a little better, though. What just happened?
I might check on some of these other results that have been going
Oh,
on.
yeah. Fill us in, Mr. Field Reporter.
Fnatic have been all on the second stream that you guys can check out elsewhere. They beat Entity, so Fnatic are 2-0. And currently TNC are taking on Alpha Red.
When are we seeing TNC versus Fnatic?
I believe that one is
Today. Are we casting that?
no Series 8. I want to.
What happened? Yeah, is Series 8 tomorrow?
That is after your games. We are not casting that one.
That's a bummer.
Who are the other SEA casters? Hades, maybe? He might be doing that one.
Cyclops, Hades, Danny.
Yeah.
Damn. Hades made out like a bandit.
Yeah. TNC Fnatic should be good. That's the B.A.E group. Like, you get those hype matchups, though. It's still like you never know which actually going to be the good games in the groups.
It's true. It also, you get so many games, it's like, it averages out.
Yeah.
You get some good ones that are unexpected. You get some bad ones that are expected to be good.
And it's like a TNC Fnatic B.A.E in groups, like, they're just going to play again in the playoffs, theoretically. Like, it's
Who knows?
unlikely to influence who advances. Yeah, who knows?
I know. They're both.
TNC did drop a game already.
Yeah.
So, Boom ID 2-0, currently first place on the group, thanks to, I don't know what, Alpha
Thanks
Betize.
to
my
Euphora.
magic.
If
Yeah.
Battle Arena can turn this one around,
They're also 2-0, so yeah.
they're looking prime.
I think they're going to win this one. I feel pretty good.
I'm feeling more confident.
Fnatic Tigers is going to be on soon as well. That should be good.
What are we doing next, you know?
Are we doing Fnatic Tigers? No, that's stream 2. We're doing Entity
We're doing no Fnatic games today.
SGD. The Dragons.
Oh, the
Shanghai
Dragons.
Golden Dragons? Is that what they are? What are they?
Yes, gold.
Global.
Global.
It's
It's
Shanghai.
not Shanghai,
For an
it's
SEA team.
Sterling.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Sterling Global
Sterling
Dragons.
Global Dragons. Sorry, I get the Overwatch
Instead,
League.
Sterling.
one.
you transposed it and you did location and then gold. So
Sterling
Gotcha.
is very, very British.
it could be Shanghai Gold though. What? Yeah. What is the Overwatch team? The Shanghai Dragons.
Yes, they're
They're
0
the
and
0
40.
and 40.
Man, that is stunning.
They're dumpster tier.
That is dumpster tier. That's just...
I didn't realize that Overwatch had enough skill gap that's even possible.
Well, I think the way
Well,
the franchising went is that a lot of the teams, because they were franchise slots, didn't pick up good players and good teams.
Oh.
It's not like it was open for anyone to play and then like all the best players and teams ended up. So I think because it was their first season, there was a big skill difference because they just picked up some bad players, for example.
they're just all the like pro level players were taken. So
well,
it's
this is my entirely uninformed opinion.
I mean,
on
I
that.
have no idea. That's a good
I
explanation.
don't follow Overwatch. I can't say for sure, but that to me would make sense with the
Okay.
way the whole team structure went at the start.
I mean, everybody loves a good underdog story.
yeah.
Yeah, what's better than just going completely 0 and 40 on your first season? Next year, they're going to be the hot ticket,
I mean,
dude.
think about the value though. Maybe we
Yeah.
could buy into the Shanghai Dragons now while they're at all-time lows.
Do you think there's like a combo pack where you can get like Cleveland Browns stuff and Shanghai Dragon stuff on the same order?
Damn,
Sounds
that was
pretty
savage.
good.
Oh,
Oh, these birds.
the TPO, the birds.
What?
Sweet, sweet bird.
Saving that ogre was not worth. Ogre was fine.
3 bird. How long on until his ult's back up?
For who?
The Visage.
Oh,
30
probably
seconds.
quite a while. Oh, not too bad.
It's pretty.
Got the eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
The Visage ulti cooldown is definitely one of the most annoying things about playing the hero. Like, anytime your birds die, you just feel useless until you can resummon. You're not a hero without them.
Do you think there will be a point in the future where Visage will just have a talent or some item for just full-time birds? Is that
No.
too broken?
Full-time birds.
What do you even mean? Like when they just die, they just reappear?
I don't know.
No.
Maybe.
You
The
could give him
answer's no.
you could give him a talent where birds have like a way shorter cooldown and
Like
it would
I
still
think
be
Visage
balanced.
could have literally half cooldown on his ult
Absolutely.
and still be basically the same hero.
If level 3 birds had a 60-second cooldown, I don't even think that would be... I mean, it would be a little strong, but I don't think it would be, like, broken,
Yeah.
like, insanely broken.
And that's what I mean. I mean, not like literally 0, but right now, it's like God said, it's just...
You know what?
Jarring.
Actually, I think it would be broken.
Zephyr.
Oh,
what a roar, man. Jesus. Now they're going to get Alacrity. Oh, well, Alacrity getting the Lina. Excuse me.
PL
Got
is
the
going
Bloodstone
untouched,
regen, though. He's going to be back in that fight here. Marana. Out of mana as Alacrity.
Yeah, PL's just destroyed everyone. He took out the Visage first. He's on Alacrity now. He's not doing much damage now that
not
there's no
anymore.
mana.
Yeah, in fact,
birds are
Alacrity's
still
going to be
there.
One charges. He's going to go for the TP.
TP
Arrow
out.
hits the Hawk.
Oh, he's fine.
The Hawk.
Yo,
Wow.
Mr. President Ohio
Yeah.
moves that Hawk in. Buyback coming out.
They want Roche.
It's not even Mr. President. He didn't throw his body. That's like Matrix. He throws like a little star in front or something, and it tanks it for him.
Yeah, that was incredible. Hit the recap. Let's see the economic damage. Okay, gain for the
Oh,
battle arena.
They're
Nice
buying
wrap
back and
around
going
attempt
Roche.
here.
Yeah,
Are they,
but
are they
it's-
Roche or?
I
They're
think
trying to Roche with all their attack speed, right?
they're expecting the enemy team
Oh,
being
yeah,
there for
yeah.
Roche. But nobody's there.
Both teams
Who's going
smoked
to
up.
catch who?
Smoke ends. Ohio just runs right by that cask running in. And now Alacrity pops that cask.
Birds
Now
may
it's
just
way
stop.
farm away. But Alacrity's away from his team. PL's going right on him. Where's the backup?
He's just even,
Arrow.
Oh,
Oh,
the
another
wolf.
just blocking. Ohio with the plays.
But they've got a morph with 0 mana. Like they kind of have to back off.
Do they have Shrine? And
held
now
for
458
golems.
gonna get roared. Any back at the rock gonna be there. Can they actually burst him down? No, they can't, but he's actually in the cogs. 458 is gonna run away.
Wow.
Ohio with the BKB tanking the air on the front line.
Zephyr, dude.
Somehow
Nobody
PL
does.
gets away.
That hurts so much.
They have a
That's
Shrine though. They have a Shrine.
Oh, man.
So that's the rock. Now Roche is going to be available for the Tigers.
I think they will still fight for it.
They'll try, but it's going to be a lot harder.
It's just, yeah,
He's got
it's
the
very
E-Blade, though.
difficult.
That's nice.
So who's going to try E-Blade?
What's the
Witch
active
Doctor.
on E-Blade called? Does anybody know?
Should name a shotgun, but you know.
It's called
Ethereal Blast.
Ether Blast.
Ether Blast.
Yeah, shotgun
Blasting
just-
them with Ethereum, dude.
Yeah.
458, or rather 1437, zoning them away from the Roshan pit.
Ether Blast.
Yeah, solo zone maneuver here.
Boom.
Okay.
Ether or Ether?
Ether? Ether? I'm not sure. Ether?
Ned's got a Force Staff. He's just tanking up. Will finally
How's
force
this
out.
going to go, though?
Oh, no.
He's dead. Just let it go.
Crash.
Just let it go.
There was a Marana arrow from
Yeah, there's a
behind,
Marana
but
arrow. I was like,
It didn't hit.
I think
thought I was
Morph-
going to hit the cloak. I was like, oh,
that was a morph arrow from that direction.
So
This
Morph-
is a situation where it's like they got Roche, but they might just get cleaned up here, yeah? Because it's a 5v3?
He used the morph to be clockwork and flared the pit. So he stills it on clock for now.
Okay.
Yeah. So
He's got battery assault
has
going.
he got it active?
Yeah, he has battery assault
Nice.
still on him as well.
So if he could wave to the Luna, or Lena rather,
Yeah, he just
Cogs.
used it though.
He has no wave.
Yeah.
Go when ready.
They do have fatal bonds on 2 here, so I don't know if you really want to fight. Clockwork may just be sacrificed.
yeah, Clockwork's. Lena's stunned for a while. Oh my god, he's actually still alive.
Wow, disjointed
Oh my god, he lived.
Okay.
Wait, he still has a flare. Where's the clockwork flare from Morphling?
He's going for it.
Oh, he's way too high.
He's already earned.
Did not hit.
Uh-oh.
Not like this.
Oh, this is
Spoke
not
too
good.
soon.
Oh no.
Sorry, this game keep crashing.
Yeah, sounds
Dota
like it's
problem, I
non-internet
think.
related.
Some good manners here.
I think restart the Dota 2. Ohio with the solid tech advice here. This is like when you call on the phone line. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Have you tried deleting your WTF folder?
Try and find Windows System 32.
That was the classic on World of Warcraft. Anytime you had an issue, the GMs would just say, try deleting your WTF folder. It's like, no, it's not my interface. For the love of God, I'm just stuck under a rock. Please. Okay, have another go here.
So game's suddenly looking a whole lot better for Tigers now that we're seeing PL active.
Yeah.
In the front lines, going on the Visage, burning the entire Morphling mana pool. Once Morph has no mana, he's pretty useless in a fight.
So Morph is going to go BKB, Scotty, and looks like an MKB.
I think
That's a
he
Maelstrom, actually.
Oh,
pretty
that's a
much
Maelstrom, yeah, you're right.
has to go BKB at this moment.
BKB Maelstrom. I think Maelstrom before the Scott even sounds better against the PL. Shiva's got on Visage. I like this. Just go defensive, armor, and just some attack speed slow against the PL. Not going to solve the PL problem, but it's something.
Ruh-roh.
This could
Let's
be
solve
an
this
ongoing
Dota problem.
saga.
When's the last time you've seen a Blink Dagger Ogre?
Blink Dagger Ogre.
Yeah.
All right, so they're going to reboot the PCs. They're going to take the advice of President Ohio.
Ogre Blink.
Ohio
Dagger.
is one of the nicest guys.
That's true.
I did an interview with him at TI8, I think, and it was super nice. The camera battery died at the end, though, so it just cuts off. But solid interview outside of that.
Okay.
What did he say? What's his favorite anime?
I can't remember. I might have asked him that. I remember Winter was feeding me questions. I don't remember very well, though. It was a long time ago.
Will we get B.A.E.? Oh, when's B.A.E. versus Fnatic? That's the hype matchup,
Hopefully
right?
that's tomorrow.
The grudge match.
Oh wait,
What
I
grudge
thought you
match?
said they already beat. Oh, they beat TNC, right?
Yeah.
It's the Ohio grudge match.
Ohio versus
Yeah, Ohio. Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
How have we not been
No,
talking about this
I was,
storyline
I
from
was
the
thinking
start?
about like Envy and Black. Is there something going on there?
No, Ohio versus Envy.
Yeah,
This
of
is the one
course.
we've all been waiting for, guys. Get
And-
ready. Start talking about
that-
it. Get on Twitter, Facebook.
You said that's
That's-
next?
It is.
Series 10.
Series 10. So
Oh, it's
that's
today.
tomorrow?
It's today. It looks
We're
like
just
it's
not
it's
covering
today.
it? Bummer.
We're not covering that, but be ready.
Who was on the initial Fnatic roster?
Hey, Mon, you want to shut the door? It blew
With
open.
Ohio,
Yeah,
Thanks,
and,
dog.
and Envy. Who were the two
Abed,
sports?
DJ, and Pi, right?
No, Abed wasn't there in the beginning. It was Excalibur.
Oh, it was Excalibur and
Excalibur,
Pi.
yeah.
That's what it
Excalibur
was.
got kicked. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
the first
yeah.
to get the boot.
The old boot. Yeah, that was when Envy wrote a blog and said he felt bad.
Yeah.
Because Steve is a nice guy, but
Nice guy who worked hard. Just
ain't good enough.
What was the Net story on Fnatic? Oh, Net has a bit of a story with Fnatic too, right? Because he
when
was
he got forced to be a
yeah,
sub.
a quote unquote sub.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a
Oh, yeah.
Mushi fanatic, not.
It's still Fnatic.
mean-
We're digging for some storylines here. We got pause time, Lumi. Don't be bringing up minor details right
Look,
now.
I'm just gonna make sure everyone's got the right stories, you know.
Yeah,
you
Nick
covering
got,
your boy Jackie Mao.
I think it qualified for a major, or maybe was it even TI?
Mm.
TI was definitely the era story. Was that
Yeah.
for Net as
I think
I
Net-
don't think.
I really don't
It was a
remember.
major or a TI.
I think
can't
it might have been a
remember which.
major. I feel like.
Yeah, like he was on the roster, and like the player has to agree to step down and be a sub.
Yeah,
but
and
it was
he
like
quote unquote agreed, and then he
Yeah.
said, "I did not agree."
yeah, it was like my team kind of kicked me, and you know,
Yeah.
It is a weird
Forced.
That
thing,
was
though.
KYXY, not Net, though, right?
no, it was Net who
No,
got.
it was
removed.
Net.
I can't remember. I think they brought in Adam, right? That was when Adam came back because it was always like they were going
Yes.
between Adam and Net a bit as 5-position
Yes.
players. Adam, who's now playing Complexity, we got NA starting
right.
later today.
But that is a weird thing,
Wow.
though, right? Like, you understand, Net, I want to play, but if the consensus is 4 votes to 1, we
Yeah,
don't want to
but-
play with you. It's sort of a weird. you know,
yeah,
What can you do?
Do you
right?
really want to
Yeah.
play with the team that doesn't want to play with you?
Exactly.
Sort
I
of a
think he
deal.
made the right decision to just step down if all his team wanted him to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have been.
Is it a choice? Not exactly,
No.
but that's like what you signed up for. You
It's
know,
a way
it's
around
team.
the Valve forced roster locks, and if the team want to do it, then you should go along.
Yeah, yeah.
You should, however, use your position to negotiate a split. You know, like
Yeah, right.
I would have, because I think he did still get a split. Is what I heard. But as to what that split is, I'd be like, I want more than my 1/5 of the prize pool.
Damn,
I will
dude.
let you guys kick me so you can do better, but that means I want more prize money.
Parker the agent over here.
If I'm Net's agent, that's what I'm doing.
You gotta get that 10%.
Or you should at least keep, at least keep your 20%.
Got to get out there. You got to earn that 10%. Come on.
Yeah.
Man, the
Ah,
agent life.
That's the way to go.
I just get other people to do
Should've-
work.
Should have ripped them for that, whatever you could. But mass reconnect coming, hopefully
Yep.
solving some issues.
Slow and steady.
I was talking to Blaze. It sounds like we were possibly going to swap over to Europe for the next few games on the mainstream, and we were going to go cast on BTS2, but that may not happen because we got to finish this game first.
Oh.
And
this
it
game's
might
taking a
never
while.
Is
end.
there a setup for 3 on BTS2?
I don't believe so. So maybe it'll just be Lumi casting
Or I,
with one
I
of
said
us.
3. There's 4.
Four.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I already just see you later, Trent. Have a nice night.
Oh man.
Lumi, I have a funny anecdote that I don't know if you'll appreciate, and I'm kind of curious if you can give me some insight here.
Great
So,
start.
I just recently started dating a Korean girl. Okay.
Ooh, congrats.
So this is thank you. Very exciting. So we were chit-chatting the other night, and I called her Pumpkin in like an American endearing kind of like, oh, my little pumpkin. And she made this face, and she said, Pumpkin? Why would you call me the Pumpkin? And I was like, I don't know. It's like a
Is
cute,
that-
like
that's your
pumpkin.
accent for her?
Well, I can't really. I'm trying to do a non-racist, but still a voice.
I wasn't asking for.
So I just made her a man.
I wasn't asking for Asia. I was just thinking something more feminine. You know?
Ah, okay. Well, she's got a high-pitched voice. Anyway, so she says that apparently in Korea, pumpkin is like a word that you use to describe a girl that's ugly. You know, if you were to go on a group date, you're like, man, I'm not going out with her. She's busted up, man. She's a pumpkin. And I just
swallowing the frog.
I didn't know about this cultural difference. And then she said, well, why wouldn't you call me like a good vegetable, like like cabbage? And I was just like, well, I think in America that would be considered an insult.
Yeah,
it's like, man, that girl's like a cabbage, and I don't think
That's
anybody
worse
would
than
be
a pumpkin for sure.
for sure. But can you confirm or deny? Is this a?
Well, first of all, I'm not a Korean girl.
Well, I
so-
know, but you're Asian, so I figured
Close
you might
enough.
be able to give me some insight. I know you're not Korean, but
I have never heard of that one, but
Okay.
my initial thought is pumpkin is like a bigger fruit, like a round fruit, you know?
Mhm.
So I definitely could see why some people could think that's the.
But then
Well,
she went with cabbage.
And she said in Korea that I guess like really puffy cheeks is considered unattractive.
Not
like
good,
you want to have
okay.
smaller cheeks. So pumpkins are because they're so round like that, and they're not
Right.
like circular round. They're kind of like
Oval.
oblong, oval.
Yes, oblong.
Yes.
I like that better.
So yeah, it describes girls like that. It sounded to me like a Korean version of how we call muffin tops. It's
I don't know
different,
what
but
that is.
it's if you're a little overweight and then the
Okay.
spot like above your hips behind your jeans hangs out over your belt, it looks like a muffin top
All right.
because the muffin top hangs over the edge.
Oh, go, not go. Let's go again.
Yay, we're back.
For now.
So yeah, if tip out there, if you ever start dating a Korean girl, don't call her pumpkin.
You know, I think it's actually very endearing and fun to get that kind of cultural exchange. So do call her pumpkin.
Yeah,
once.
I do. I
Yeah.
do. It's now it's funny, but in the
Yeah.
moment it was. I just thought that why wouldn't you just call me a cabbage? My bad. You're right. I should have thought of that. But it makes
So-
sense. Koreans love cabbage.
We just saw Blink Ogre, and he just hopped in the trees and TP'd home. Is that the play? Is that our Blink Ogre strat?
The split push, yeah,
Yeah,
it allows
he
you to
is.
split push.
You know what else he does? He blinks into the cogs to absorb the
Oh.
battery assault.
And then
And
force
the
staff out.
LSA.
He is gonna have an Aghanim Scepter if this game goes on. This 90 GPM talent, he's already got 1100 gold.
Ooh,
He's actually
easy
farmed well.
dodge. Ohio thinking about going right back in. Zephyr, though, not. Well, he
There's
is
the
going to go
roar.
right on him. Alacrity, Maledict, look at him go. That's
Dude,
going to be an easy
The pump
kill.
fake.
Ah,
him
man.
faking the ulti scares the rest of them back. You don't have to
Yeah.
use it.
And Alacrity going Witch Doctor, gets the Maledict cask out, like,
Oh, look at him last hitting us. Yeah, this is.
It's actually a great steal, though. You don't think of, oh no, Morph Witch Doctor, but
yep.
you get some heal, you get some burst damage.
And that's what impresses me about Alacrity is that every other Morphling I feel like just tunnel visions on that one hero they want to use it on. Like, okay, we picked Morph against Gyro. We're just only going to use Morph on Gyro every fight, get the flak, and just flak people. Or Sanking's the other big one I feel like I see it against. Let's just take Sanking stun in, Morph back, right-click, waveform out. But Alacrity's found a way to use 3 different heroes this game from what I've seen. We could even see a PL later on.
Yeah. I actually want to see the PL
Yeah, I
to see
hope-
how deadly it is.
I hope we get a PL. But actually, PL without his ultimate. Is that good?
Yeah, there are some issues there.
That's actually a good
That's
point.
actually a big
I
issue.
think that's a negative there. I mean, the
Is it-
doppelganger's pretty good.
Oh, Yamate in a lot
And
of
Spirit
trouble.
Lance, too.
Yamate gonna go down. Xiaoba's in there, but here comes
Oh, the
Alacrity.
Lincolns though.
Okay, 458. Alacrity. Where did he go? Oh, there's that PL. Now back in Morphling.
Oh,
and he's dead.
He did not
Yeah,
morph.
he's going to buy back to Ohio's going to BKB TP, but he's not
He's
making
dead.
it.
This is pretty bad.
Well.
3 of them without buyback. This is going to be crippling. There are no birds either, no
Morph
resummon.
just bought a BKB, didn't even get to use it that fight though.
Are they losing racks?
Yeah,
I
they're
think for
losing,
sure.
2 lanes? 3 lanes? This is one of those fights, you lose that fight without buyback,
What's the morph buyback timer? Anything?
it's just
I think
zero
it's
money.
just gold.
He's
Yeah.
really
I
far.
thought maybe he was taking like the gold at least, but no,
No,
he's not
no,
even
he's-
close.
Like a Visage buyback is not going
Yeah.
to do anything.
Wait.
I don't think there's even familiars.
Why did he BKB in that fight?
Did he get hit by an arrow or something?
I think he
Maybe
had a lot of
hadn't been
time.
delivered,
He was-
or-
He just thought he was gonna live.
Yeah. They can get at least 2 lanes, but theoretically, if they're fast, they even get 3 lanes.
I mean, they have a Lina.
Tigers
So-
don't know about the buyback status, so they may be more
I
cautious.
mean, I think
in
they
their
know
push.
now, right? If you're hitting the second racks and just still no buyback.
Do they go bottom, or are they just going to play it safe? 20 seconds still on Morphling. Yeah, I like this. 4-5-8. Head down bottom as quick as you can.
I think team should just join him right now. I wouldn't even finish the range
Yeah,
racks.
range I feel like you should have gone for triple melee racks almost.
Yeah.
And then if you had time, take the range racks. Or
I
the
think they're
creeps will
gonna make
finish
it
off the
anyway.
range racks.
They might still. There's no cliff, not even close. Another 10 seconds on Morphling. It's not like this is a free fight.
Look at the Blink Ogre going
the
in.
rock though with the doppelganger, and PL's just going for the racks.
Good night, Ogre.
Yeah, there's a
It's
buyback.
Mega creeps or not, this game feels over just with even the 5 racks advantage. PL does want megas.
Yeah, PL's gonna get it. PL might pay for it.
Got
But
Aegis.
oh yeah, he's sound. He's fine.
May not be able to get out though, because there is still an upheaval. They're actually just leaving the PL to die. But can he outplay his way out here?
Yeah.
Phantom Rush.
It's going to be tight. They've got the lockdown, and PL's dead.
Yeah, he needed the doppelganger cooldown if he wanted to stand a chance there. Not the end of the world. They just got mega creeps. So, no Roche available if you're B.A.E, and there was like a Roche you could run to there and secure yourself Aegis cheese. Perhaps that would make you feel like there was a small glimmer of hope, but honestly, I think that may just be the game over.
It certainly looks that way.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing a big comeback here. Man, they were on the road to
They
comeback
really
territory.
were. It was starting to feel good. And then the Tigers just stepped it up. They really got the PL involved. Like you guys said at the beginning, they don't really have great answers to the PL. And you can kind of feel the counter pick of PL versus Visage, like GoDz was talking about. The Visage hasn't felt scary this game.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, another concern that you guys had in the draft was that Ogre was gonna get left to the dust. I felt like, I mean, he tried to do split pushing stuff, but in the actual fights, he, to me, wasn't a big factor. Yamate's rocks were pretty suspect to bad in most cases. He's gone out a lot of times.
You guys decidedly against this 4-position Ogre, the Ogre Warlock support duo.
I mean, I'm a fan of Ogre, but in position 4.
I'm not really into it. Not gonna
I
lie.
don't know. I honestly think he makes more sense in position 4 than 5 in some ways, because if you do get to the Ags, he's actually a threat. You know, I think the Ogre had some impact, but he just still feels it's an Ogre.
It reminds me of what used to happen with some of like the old like RNG sports teams. They would just stick to these same picks over and over again. That would kind of work because they're versing like weaker teams in their region maybe, but didn't look good. Like there was a while like Mushu would play like these core Maranas and things back when it wasn't a hero, and just feels like almost stubbornness that they want to keep picking these comfort heroes. Like Net's like, I'm just going to keep playing Ogre. Because I feel like I've seen Ogre Warlock from this team like 5 times now.
It feels like usually you all in based on your core picks, but it's like a weird all in based on just your supports.
Yeah. Guess they can hold off the Megas for a while. Doesn't seem like they'll be able to turn it though. This is one of those, I mean, they're going to have to wipe TNC like 3 times to even threaten a comeback.
Yep. And the TNC Tigers are probably just going to wait Roche here or a big pick off before they do anything too crazy. They've just set up camp right outside the Radiant base. Anyone leaving the base will get hunted. Not that they can really leave the base at any point. Visage doesn't deal with Megas. Beastmaster doesn't really either. And Morphling, as a Maelstrom. This is really the one hero on this team that can push out lanes a little bit.
Yeah. Satanic, huh? This is going to be the first game we've had tonight that kind of feels like it's dragging on a little bit. All the others have been pretty tight closers.
Yeah, it basically just ended there with Megas, but
Yeah.
because it's, you know, TI and
Yeah,
this
you
isn't just some
understand.
online match. This isn't
It's like-
NPGL or whatever.
It's like a 1%, 2%, but at TI you play that out.
Yep.
Definitely a lot on the line here.
It's a pretty quick rush spawn at least. It's not too long.
Yeah, there's 0 chance whether it's short, long. It's never going to go Radiant's way. They cannot get out to contest this. Their last hurrah will be in their own base, dying by their tier 4 towers and throne. PL's also not level 25, so perhaps these level 25 talents are also on the mind of the TNC Tigers.
Yeah, that's true.
As much as it will be a slow, painful drag to this game in some ways.
You guys taking illusion here or the damage? Illusion again?
Illusions, I feel like, is widely considered better, but this game...
I mean, they definitely cannot deal with illusions, so...
Yeah.
Seems fine.
Yeah, I would go with the doppelganger.
You're talking about the PL25?
Yeah, PL25.
I don't know if I've really ever seen the crit.
It was the most selected talent when it first came out. I think it took a while for people to understand that the doppelganger was better.
Well, go watch some BSJ games.
Yeah, the doppelganger
go
is
crit.
just insane.
Yeah. I think everyone went... They first was just like, this is like, a free jug crit or something.
Now PL's a carry.
Yep.
It's like having a dataless, except you don't get any plus damage.
But the playstyle's kind of shifted where PL's much more about being a frontline tanky hero nowadays with the hard.
Ooh, going to D-ward a little bit, and there's a double dash.
Yeah.
All right, that's a freebie. That's some careless play.
Don't worry, Bloodstone, short
pretty
short
nice.
respawn.
She was just making space for the Roche take.
Do they want to wait to kill Roche so Lena can get it? Or PL?
PL's got a slot.
He's like, yeah, that's surprisingly has a slot still. 40 minutes in, but...
I mean, they can't even kill this PL once, so...
Yeah, that's where I thought Lena would take it, but obviously Lena's dead right now. Lena to me just seemed like a hero that needs the Aegis more.
Do you guys see that picture of Fnatic getting geared up?
Yes.
Envy holding the keyboard like a shotgun?
Yes, we did.
Is this an old one? That's
a new
oh,
one
that's
today.
a new one. I did not see that one.
I missed that today, but wow. Go Fnatic.
BK has...
Do you like that, or do you think it's...
I can't decide.
Is Pi holding a mouse?
Pi
like a
has a
gun?
mouse wrapped around his hand, holding it like a pistol.
Yeah. To use a perhaps overplay word, the first thing that comes to mind is that's a bit cringy.
Creepy.
That
Cringy.
Cringy.
Oh,
yeah,
cringy.
that picture.
Yeah.
I
Did
don't
you
know.
see the Ken Chen spoof of that? Probably should look that up.
Well, I saw that picture this morning, and I didn't understand that's the spoof. But I just thought that was Ken and Rob being funny. I didn't understand the...
Let me tell you one thing about Ken Chen. He is never original, and I don't want to say that in a negative way, but he's a man about spoofing.
I got you.
So if he's being funny, he's being funny about something.
Wow. I get what they're going for, though. They just want it to
Honest.
be funny.
Facts.
I like Universe. He's holding it. He looks like a grunge bass guitarist. You know?
Do you think are they trying to be funny? Like their faces on the players are so serious. Like they're...
Ooh, Rock hits absolutely nothing. Zephyr's
might
going to be in
be
there.
the
The
final
cogs
push.
blocking everyone out. Can they
DD on
actually
Lena.
kill Zephyr? Zephyr is so damn tanky. Oh no, he waves into the cogs, then activates BKB, but has to run with it. They cannot even kill the Clockwork. The position 4 Clockwork that we thought was going to have a tough game.
BKBs have been used now. B.A.E. have the luxury of the well to kind of top them off, but now creeps coming in. This Warlock Golem at about half duration. This is the beginning of the end. Or the end of the end, I suppose.
This is the end of the end.
Yeah.
There's
Alright.
this
Probably
pushing
tap back into this game.
everyone out. I heard the roar going off somewhere. That's on Lena, but she's fine. And
She
now
still is a DD too.
Clockwork will finally die. Alacrity picks up the kill, but here comes a PL army. What the hell do you do about this? This Visage has been just dying.
He's got 2 lives as well. He can just keep them in the fountain if he really wants to. Creeps will overwhelm the throne.
Yeah, and they are currently overwhelming the throne. 458. Is that his own PL illusion? Alacrity.
4x
the strength.
The
They will
Mirana
die
died?
to the Maledict, I believe.
4x multicast stun from the Ogre killed the Mirana.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty tight.
Actually,
holding.
They're holding, actually.
I, too, enjoy gambling.
Okay, 458 is now going for the Warlock kill. We'll get it.
Oh my God,
Alacrity
this
waves
doppelganger
away.
is so good.
But look at the base.
The PL is just overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
He's dead.
Finally bring it down. The creeps joining the party, but B.A.E. make them work for it.
Yep. Not too bad, not too bad. We're getting told we got to wrap things up quickly because we've got the Europe squad coming over. Any final words, gentlemen?
Go
Close but
Fnatic.
no cigar for B.A.E. Impressive stuff. Go Fnatic. I don't even know if we'll
we're
get to
still
see
in
it.
game.
We'll see.
Okay. There,
Takes
Lumi.
away. Look at there.
There.
There's the image for you
Lumi,
guys.
close us out.
Close us out. We are going to be casting up more SEA games on BTS 2. Or was it 3?
2, I think. Who knows?
2.
Finals. We'll let you know.
Probably.
Check.
I thought both teams played well. I felt like this is the closest game we had so far. So
Yeah, that's not. Come on, Lumi. That's not closing. That's good. We got the.
okay, let's go. Let's go. We're switching streams. See you guys later.
BTS 2. See you
Bye.
there.